Hello everybody. How are you doing? Good. Splendid. So Dunk, I have noticed that it has been getting to be a pain in the ass to constantly go back and forth to the nether for lava.
Okay.
However, it's not really easy trying to figure out a solution to doing things in a dimension that you're not in. Well, that's why we have the Ender Chests mod installed, because Ender Chests work across dimensions. Now, I could do a classic direwolf setup where we have lava being pumped and canned in the nether, and then being dumped into a Ender Chest, which we can access in here and draw out of, but I've decided to utilize one of these guys, which is fairly new to the Ender Chest mod. If you will come in my room,
Okay.
you will see that the same recipe as the regular Ender chest, but if you replace the chest with a cauldron and then put the Ender pearls in, you get Ender tanks. And these guys are awesome. There we go. Alright, so the first one of these is going to go down here in the liquids room, and I think they can just hook right up to a valve. I'm not sure. Blue is inputting, I believe, and orange is outputting whatever side is on top. So if I right click this, yeah, it spins around. That's awesome.
Wait, what? That's right.
Yeah, just right click that little symbol in the center.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. And blue is input, I think. We want that to be... Actually, we do want this to be input. So, same as regular Ender chests, we're going to dye the things on the top to set the frequency, so to speak.
Does it have to be facing a certain way, or what?
It should work from every side, actually.
Okay.
Alright, so now we go to the nether.
Like right now?
Yeah, like right now.
I have to charge my boots, so I'll meet you there.
Oh, okie dokes. I'm going to take that. Gotta charge your... Like, are they at 0, or...?
They're at 3,200 out of 100,000.
Oh, we're not going too far. I actually made something already that's, like, right next to the portal.
I tend to fall a lot.
You kinda do. Alright. I am going to head over, and you may join me. And it will be fun, and there will be shenanigans had. Ooh, shenanigans.
Ooh, okay, where are we going?
Don't you know where the nether portal is? Whoa, God.
I haven't played in a while, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Base of the mountain?
Oh, I see it now.
Glowy purple thingy? You know, those things. They're crazy. This is going to require flight, so make sure you have your jetpack on.
I do.
Alright. I'm looking into the portal and you're not appearing in it.
I'll turn around. Look up.
Oh, hi there.
Hello.
Okay, so we are going to fly across to the suspicious looking cobblestone structure that was not here last time you were on.
Can I kill that big zombie?
Please don't. I don't want them aggro. For God's sake. You just love getting into all sorts of trouble, don't you?
It's a habit.
Alright, now we're going to place this right down here, and yes, it's going to connect properly.
Do we have a chunk loader, or what? Do we need one?
We actually don't have a chunk loader. I'll make one later, at some other time. Now let's see if this works.
Do you want me to go back and...
Alright.
If you have to be in the nether for this to work, I'm going to go check if it's going into the...
Well, our home base is chunk loaded, so...
Well, yeah, but we won't be able to know for sure. You stay there, and I'll go
Let's
check.
see. If I flip this, it should start to output. No, it did not. Okay. So obviously, I derped. However, this is filling up, which is excellent. Yeah, just when you get there, flip the switch on the front. I want to see whether it's this end or the other that is mistaken.
Okay.
Alright, you flipped it?
No, no, I'm still flying
Oh.
over to the tower.
Oh, God, hurry up. Jeez.
I'm sorry. I just.
I love how the ender pearl in here is dipping in and out of lava and it just does not care. Like, it's just like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on, time it with me. Whoop. There we go. Perfect.
What? This one's filling up. So I
Yeah,
flipped it. It's
there we
filling up
go. Perfect. That is exactly what I was looking for.
And the tank is filling up.
Yes. Okay. This is exactly what we need. So now all we have to do is chunk load this so that it'll stay active while we are not in the nether. And this will just keep pumping lava straight out of the nether and into our tank.
Nice.
Now we will keep having to come back here to replenish the fuel in the crappy little Stirling engine I have here. But eventually we're not going to need our magmatic engines anymore because we're going to have replacements for those in our steam boiler. And when we don't need the magmatic engines anymore, I'm actually going to set up a system where the lava pumped out of this will try to fill the magmatic engines first, and after passing by the magmatic engines, it will then go into the ender tank. So it will perpetually fuel itself.
Yep.
All right. So, ooh.
What?
Oh, actually, that's odd. I don't see it stealing lava from anywhere. The
So
only.
we're not using any lava?
No, it's gotta be. But the only jacked up lava I can see is by the coast where I was stealing it with cans like a noob.
I don't mind if we don't use up any of the lava that we're taking. That sounds fine with me.
Of course it would. Cheater. Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Yes, I am.
I can't even say anything. I've been using cheat mode on NEI to turn off the rain while I've been working offline. Or off camera, rather. Alright, let us go sleep.
Oh, you really? Okay, then I'll,
Well, it's nighttime. Oh, God. You did that on purpose.
Yeah, well, you were cheating. Turn it off, so I...
Not now, I didn't.
No, but I'm balancing things out.
Oh, for God's sakes, not while I'm recording, man. What a guy. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. Oh, God, I've got so much to do today. We can actually get started with bee genetics today.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got all of our resources and equipment necessary.
How much have you told them about what's happened offline?
Not much, which is why I'm going to start explaining that. Then we're going to head over to the genetics lab, and I'm going to show some of that off. And then we're going to get you that advanced jetpack. Are you sleeping yet?
No. Are we supposed to be sleeping?
Yes, that's what I said when we walked in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked.
Is it the trees again?
No, I was cleaning my inventory, and then I just sat in the wind turbine.
You sat in the wind turbine?
Yes, I did.
Why would you sit in the wind turbine?
I have so much fun when I play with you. It's usually at your expense, though. I'm sorry.
It's alright. So, are you going to sleep yet?
There
we go.
Did.
Perfect. Oh, right. There we go.
I'll charge my jetpack.
Yes, do that. You'll want it fully charged for what we are going to do.
That's how shitty it is to have this regular jetpack.
How shitty is it?
I have to charge it all the time.
Well, I have to charge mine too, actually.
But
However,
not nearly as much.
Well, yeah, because mine is freaking.
I charged it just before we went to the nether. Now I have to recharge it.
Wow. That is pretty bad. And I really have to make a chunk loader for the nether. Wow. Ooh, quick little thing that I did while I was offline. You'll see the fermenter here. It has apple juice in it. I made apple juice.
I like apple juice.
Yep. And I got some juice capsules right here, and you can actually eat these. Or drink them, I suppose.
Wait, give me one.
Yeah, it doesn't do an animation for it, but if you just hold the right click down, it refills one hunger bar. Where are you? Are you riding the windmill again? No, there you are.
Charging my boots.
I'm a firing my mediocre employee. But yes. Oh, actually, it just occurred to me. That is fruit juice in a wax capsule. It's nickel nips.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of nickel nips?
No.
They're wonderful. They're these little wax bottles with like sugary fruit juice in them.
It's probably something that only exists in your country.
Nah, actually, I happen to know that they are not exclusive to the US. They're just old as hell. Like, your parents might know what they are. But yeah, that's just by putting apples in the squeezer. You get apple juice. And I put that in the fermenter because if you run the fermenter with apple juice or honey instead of water, you get 1.5 times the amount of biomass.
I looked that up. Apparently they're called nickel nips because they used to cost a nickel.
Neat. That sounds very interesting, Dunk. Thank you for that tidbit of information.
Shut up.
I was being genuine.
No, you weren't. Let's just go to the thing.
Wow, this guy is not feeling the love, Dunk. I'm really not. Alright, so, I love this door. First thing you'll notice, we have another xycraft tank. This one has liquid honey. I moved it from the shared liquids room. That's not really shared because, you know, it's just us. What the hell are you doing?
I'm dancing.
Why are you dancing in the genetics lab?
Do you have a better place to dance? Do you have a worse one? Because that'd be better too.
This is pretty much the worst one I can think of.
Well, there you go. See,
But
that's the reason.
anyway, these are new xycraft blocks, and by new I mean that we have never made them on this server before, and that keyboard is really distracting.
Okay, I'm gonna stop doing dancing now then.
Yeah. But yeah, these are basically, these are called structure blocks, and these are made the same exact way as regular xycraft bricks, but instead of having a brick block in the middle of the crafting recipe, you have a color of dye in the center.
Cool.
And obviously, whatever color dye you use, that's the color structure block you get. I made this yellow because we're storing honey.
Nice.
Wonderful. And you'll notice under here is an obsidian chest. That is from the Iron Chests mod. It is just like a crystal chest in that it is upgraded from a diamond. However, instead of being see-through, it is completely blast resistant. Now, I don't know whether that's done by giving it a ridiculously high blast resistance, or if it's done by doing it the same way Bedrock does, which is giving it a resistance of -1. But regardless, nothing will ever blow this up. Not TNT, not Industrialcraft nukes, even Kentington's thermonuclear warheads will not blow this up. And this is being used as a repository for all of our genetic specimens. Except for the white ones.
Ah, my God, help me. Ah.
Really? You fell down through the... Oh my God. I opened up the door so that all you had to do was jump up 1 block. You had to do
I got
was
stuck in the electric door.
try to dig up through dirt without hitting any wiring.
No, I dug down. I don't want to dig up.
Did you hit wiring?
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay. Anyway, there's a new block in here. God.
Am
I
I
need
embarrassing
this
you in front of
crafting
your
bag.
viewers?
You're probably embarrassing yourself in front of my viewers.
Oh, well. Sorry, viewers.
This
I'm not actually
is,
sorry. But...
I know you're not. This is the isolator. Alright. What this guy does is you put bees in the left slots here, and this single right slot you put in what are called empty serum vials, which you get like so: glass panes, gold nuggets, and royal jelly. Not gold gold ingots, not nuggets. Royal jelly. That is not a gold nugget. That is royal jelly. You need imperial bees for this. See? Royal jelly. And okay. Did you just make all of them?
No.
Okay. Alright, and what this will do is it'll chew up the bees at an 80% loss rate, and bees have 13 different chromosomes in this mod. Each chromosome corresponds to one individual trait from the bee. For example, if I can find an analyzed bee somewhere in here, like this cultivated princess, let us get our tool bag out and our beealyzer. We will see that chromosome 1 holds her species, 2 is the lifespan, and then speed, pollination, what flowers they use, fertility, etc., and on to here through the temperature and humidity and various effects. Now, this guy, after chewing up one of the bees, will take one of the serum vials in the right-hand slot, and it will output to the rightmost slot of 9 squares a vial containing one of those 13 traits. So it will take one of the genomes, or one of the chromosomes rather, of the bee, and it will isolate that chromosome into a serum. Now, what we can do with those serums is not evident yet. We need to craft a few more things first.
I'm just looking up eGenetics online.
Nice. And that is why I have my crafting bag here. Because let us take these copper ingots, redstone dusts, and sturdy casings, and if we line them along the sides like this, sturdy casings in the middle and redstone on top and bottom, you're all well familiar with the apiarist's machines. Then iron, lapis, and basic circuits will give us the genetic machine, which you are also familiar with from, there we go, from the gene pool, which is what required these. So we've already made genetic machines. Now we're going to take gold, diamonds, and enhanced circuit boards, and we're going to make the advanced genetic machine. And this is going to be the backbone of all of our genetic research. So,
nice.
If we surround one of these on the top with magma cream, a redstone on the bottom, and that's going to be for all of these, and 2 empty serum vials, we get the inoculator. This guy is going to go right on the end here. Now what this will do is this will take serum vials that have traits in them, and you put the bee in the leftmost slot, the serum vial, I'm sorry, in the leftmost slot here. Bees go in the top, and the one in the leftmost slot will get shunted down here towards the end of the needle and will be inoculated with the serum, basically changing one of its chromosomes into the chromosome represented by the serum. Next up, we put soul sand in the 4 corners, tanks on either side, and a piece of glass on top. And we get the synthesizer, which goes in conjunction with these 4 tanks on the side and 3 gas tiers along the top, the purifier. These both require, bam, this liquid DNA. See, the internal tanks filled up. Now these guys take a lot of power, by the way.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah, these guys eat power like it's nobody's business. The isolator uses up 50 MJ per tick. This synthesizer uses 50 MJ per tick. the inoculator uses 25, and the purifier uses 100. 100 MJ per tick for the purifier. We're gonna have to sleep soon.
That's a lot, because ticks are quite frequent.
Yes, it is. It is quite a lot, especially when the maximum output of a redstone energy cell is 100 MJ per tick.
How many chromosomes did you say we get from the bees?
13. There are 13 chromosomes in a forestry bee.
Are we using mostly drones?
Yes, because the isolator will likely eat the bee that it isolates from. Is an 80% chance of losing the bee, and you don't want to be losing your queens because they're kind of only replaceable by breaking hives or breeding new ones. Whereas drones, you just get a million of.
Apparently, drones in real life have half as many chromosomes as other bees.
Yes, this is correct. That's because drones don't really need to do much in bee society in real life.
Well, it says that their drones hatch from unfertilized eggs.
Yep. Well, wait. That is workers.
No, it says drones.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry.
Drones,
the workers are the fertilized ones that are not nursed with royal jelly to become queens, I believe.
That's true. It says drones are produced from unfertilized eggs and therefore represent only the DNA of the queen that laid the eggs, i.e. have only a mother.
Yep, that's
workers and queens result from fertilized eggs and therefore have both a mother and a father.
Yes. My bad. I was actually, what was I thinking of? Ants, I think it was. Anyway, I'm not a very good apiarist in real life.
It's genetics, though. Come on.
Yep. Shut up. Shut your face.
These labs, they won't accept you.
Bah. I still have to get my MLT certification. Anyway, that's irrelevant right now. Alright, so the synthesizer. Well, these gene, vials that you get from the isolator, well, they start off empty. So what you want to do is you want to put them in the synthesizer here, and that will take the base pairs present in our liquid DNA here, which really, if we want to get super technical, in a real lab would be liquid RNA, because you're not really replicating the full genetic structure, you're replicating the RNA, which then builds itself into DNA inside the organism. And in RNA, there is actually one different base pair. RNA does not have thymine, it has another one called uracil, which is very structurally similar, but not quite the same.
Yep.
So, this guy is going to take all these liquid base pairs in here, and it's going to dump them into the vial. But that's not quite enough. In a real lab, this device would be called a thermocycler, because what it does is you also add a chemical called helicase, which unwinds DNA.
Yes.
And a chemical called, I actually forget off the top of my head.
Does it undip genes?
No, see, that's the me chemical.
Ah.
But anyway. So yes, the helicase unwinds DNA, and transcriptase, I think, is what it's called, the one that I forgot, possibly. Yeah, it's very late at night where I am.
It's late where I am as well.
Oh yeah, that's right, you're in the same time zone as me. Derp.
Well, I'm a bit to the west and a bit to the north.
But yeah, so
yes.
it's called a thermocycler because what it does is first it gets very hot, and the DNA helicase unwinds the double helix, allowing, bonds to form.
Mm-hmm.
Then the rest of the base pairs come in and attach and form temporary hydrogen bonds. Then it cools, and I believe transcriptase allows the strands to what's called reanneal with each other. And now you have double the DNA. And every cycle doubles it again. So from 2 strands to 4 to 8, 16, 32, etc.
Nice.
And what this functionally means in-game is that you get more and more charges of your serum vial to a maximum of, I believe, 16 uses. However, it's very impure. There's still fragments floating around, lots of base pairs, solution. It's a mess, basically. That's where this guy comes in. This is the purifier. This guy takes everything out, all the extraneous base pairs left in there, all the fragmented bits, everything except the pure chromosomal material. And it uses a crap ton of energy to do so. Good lord. And then I have already explained the inoculator. So what the purifier does in-game is it increases the quality of the serum. Now, if you try to inoculate a bee with a low-quality serum, chances are you're going to get a bee that has a little tilde next to its species, which are the same kinds of bees that you get from adding the swarmer block to an alveary and then breaking the hives that it generates. And that little tilde means that in a few generations, randomly chosen, the bee will die without leaving any offspring behind because it was genetically unstable. Now, if you leave the serum in this purifier until it is of the highest quality, which is excellent, there is a 0% chance of that tilde appearing, and your bee, although changed, will be perfectly genetically stable.
Nice.
Very nice. Now we just need approximately all of the power in the world. We're not going to get to that this episode.
Yeah.
So it's still going to be a while before we're making bees like that. We actually need more solars for that.
I like making solars.
You do like making solars, so you make all the solars you like, and I have ways of converting that Industrialcraft energy into Buildcraft energy.
So why do we have one
creeper
solar
behind
panel
you.
attached to this now?
Huh?
There used to be 2 low voltage solar arrays here.
Yes, there are now 2 low voltage solar arrays attached to the genetics lab, and there's still not enough.
Yeah, I think we should get like 6 more then for the genetics lab.
5 ought to do.
But if we got 5, unless we're taking this one away.
Yeah.
No, we don't want any power at all then. Okay.
Oh no, this isn't going to be powered by solar.
What are we going to power it by?
The nuclear power plant that we're going to make.
Okay, well, are we going to do that first or after?
Good point. All right, so you know what? Just make the other 6 low voltage solars for there, and then once we have our nuclear power plant, we can use this guy to make another like 31 of these, so that we can make a high voltage solar.
Yeah, so this is going to take forever, in case you're wondering.
Approximately, yeah. I'm not saying to do that right now. We still have other stuff to do, like making you that backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, I fixed our little sorting issue. If you want to come into the processing room.
I'm just trying to calculate this thing right now. Give me a second.
You're gonna what? What are you doing?
We're gonna need 288 copper for all of these.
Yep.
For all the solar arrays.
I'm pretty sure we don't even have that much.
So that's just for the
Yeah, dude.
That's
we're gonna get our tunnel bore. I mean, not our tunnel bore. Our quarry up and running. But first, before that, we need to get our power situation up and running so that it can power the quarry. But first, in here, we have a little drop down here. Now, here is where all of the items that need to be processed come from. Over in this corner, down this line.
I'm just looking at how much chunk loader costs.
Oh, it's just a
I saw.
ender pearl, 5 gold, and a enchanting table.
Mm-hmm.
It's not terribly expensive. The ender pearls are honestly the most expensive part. So this is where all the processing things come up. Now, things that need to be packaged, like ingots and gems, go down this black line and are dumped into this chest. As you can see, we got a bunch of stuff in here. This filter is programmed to only let through 9 of the given item at any time. So if there's 8 in there and the filter activates, nothing goes through.
Where are our trees?
Which ones?
The ones that I like to work with.
The forestry chest, iron chest in the tower. Are you not here anymore?
No, I'm right here.
Okay.
You do your thing. I'll listen.
Sure. Anyway, that heads into this Redpower relay, which I forget if I've showed you guys. Basically what it does is it accepts pretty much any item and acts as a buffer, and it automatically outputs anything that it gets in out of its output face if there's a valid inventory for it to go to. If there is not, it just kind of holds it in its internal buffer of 9 slots. This guy is the packager. Remember how we had that craft packet maker and craft packet stamper from Factorization? Dunk?
Oh, yes. I was tired. Okay.
You're riding the windmill again?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Well, anyway, if you put the craft packet maker on the top of the crafting table and the stamper on the bottom and 6 cobble on either side, leaving the center empty, you get this guy, the packager. And what this guy does is anything that goes into its left slot here, the packager will first, hold on sorry about that, every time I record. But the packager will first attempt to craft in a 3x3 grid. If that doesn't work, it'll try crafting it in a 2x2 grid. Now, since all these things in here have storage block forms in a 3x3 grid fashion, the craft... What are you typing?
Sorry?
You have a very, very loud keyboard.
I've been told many, many times.
What are you typing?
I was talking to Box.
Ah, gotcha. About what?
Things.
The important things?
Well, I'm not allowed to tell you.
Oh, fine.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. That's your sorry face, huh?
But you can't see my face.
Anyway, the great thing about the packet...
Looks like that.
Yes, very good. Well, the great thing about the packager here is that it does automatically output. So whenever it makes a block, it automatically dumps it into this transposer, which dumps it into the ender chest to be sorted. And since it doesn't have a destination set in the sorting machine, bleh, it just gets dumped into the tower, where it conveniently has a barrel to go to. Now, if it is not something that needs to be packaged, and is, say, a metal ore, it is labeled yellow and comes up here and over here, and goes up the yellow line to our pulverizers. Wood logs are labeled brown and dumped up here into the sawmill, which outputs here along this bottom section, which again gets dumped into the ender chest for resorting, and everything else just goes straight to the tower. Eventually, I'm going to have these Industrialcraft machines all automatically output. For now, they only input and have to be output manually. For example, you'll see refined uranium in our compressor here. Uranium is set to automatically get inputted into the compressor, cough cough, and the extractor is set to automatically receive all rubber logs and sticky resin. But you know what? Unfortunately, the packaging system can only operate if I constantly press this button here. And I'm kind of sick and tired of that.
You have to press a button?
Yeah.
Is this like Lost?
It's kind of a pain. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm going to get something that's going to automatically send out a redstone signal for me every few minutes. and by minutes I mean seconds. This dunk is going to be our first foray into Redpower logic circuits.
What?
Redpower logic circuits.
I heard my name. Are you doing tests on me?
Yes, Dunk.
Oh,
I'm testing with you.
I want to be a part of this. I mean, I won't let myself be a part of this.
Where are you going?
Where you can't touch me. Oh, fuck.
You just went into my basement. That's like the least
Oh shit,
good
that's where things...
place.
Oh god.
That's like
I
the
need to get
least
it here.
good place to go to not have somebody touch you. That's where you go when you want somebody to touch you.
Oh, I don't know, man. That... Basements? I mean, if you're married, I don't think your spouse will go into your basement.
Oh, you have no clue what my spouse would do. Anyway. Now, we actually have this table occupied at the moment. What happens, do you think, when you put some carbon plates, advanced alloy, and advanced circuit, and energy crystal in a crafting table with all your electric IC2 tools? By your enthused answer, I'm going to guess that you are too flabbergasted in astonishment to give a proper response. Well,
Yes, I'm just... My mind has been blown.
Yeah, I bet it has.
The fuse is just
Well,
fizzled out.
The answer is the Gravitool, which has, thank you, a 100,000 EU storage and functions as a wrench, a tree tap, and a hoe. And it even changes the tool on the front of it accordingly. I wonder if you can make this go into lossless mode. That'd be cool. So I'm going to put this away in my tool bag for a later date. And that has sincerely condensed my Industrialcraft tool usage in this bag. Alright, now let's take this piece of stone. And by the way, if you cook stone, not cobble, just smooth stone, if you cook it again, you get these stone wafers here. These are used in Redpower logic circuits. I'm going to combine that with a redstone torch and another piece of stone on top. That's going to give us a pointer. Now, just this torch and wafer without the extra piece of stone gives us a cathode, 4 bits of redstone, and 3 of these guys gets us 3 anodes. Oop. Get out of there, you cheeky bugger. And these give us just wires. Oh, that was actually one more than I wanted to make. Oh well. Oh, and I used up my... Yep, that's why there was one more than I wanted to make. I was supposed to save one of those for the quarry.
What? We don't have quarry now?
Well, we don't have the piece of redstone that I was going to use to make the quarry. We still have
No,
like...
we're gonna not have a quarry ever now.
We still have like 8 stacks of redstone
Nope,
in our barrel.
We're not having a quarry now.
I will hurt you. In the
sorry.
face. Anyway, now let's see if I can remember this recipe from scratch. It's the pointer in the center, 2 stone wafers on the top. Oh, jeez. The wires like so. 2 anodes and a cathode. Yeah, baby, look at me. This is a timer. This will fulfill perfectly the function that I want to get out of this. By which I mean, if I place that right here, and that is indeed in the wrong spot, so I'm going to get out my sonic screwdriver and use that to reorient it. And I want, yes, perfect. And why is that not working? Okay, so what we'll do, we will stick it here once again reoriented with our sonic screwdriver. And if we just right click it normally, we should be able to pull up a GUI. Yes, there we go. And I'm going to change the time interval to 1 second. So every second, that's going to emit a redstone pulse. Now all I have to do is get 2 pieces of red wire. There we go. Boink, boink. Swap them down there. There we go. And after I place these, our sorting system, or the packaging subsystem of our sorting system, should automatically pulse every second. Perfect. My job is now done for me. But you're pissing me off. Oh. Wait, what? But that was a very unintended side effect of that. Alright, so I'm going to move this. That fabricator is going here now. Lol. Oh boy. Anyway. What are you doing?
I am killing things.
Why?
Because they drop pearls.
Oh, you're Enderman hunting.
I am.
Splendid.
I killed 2 and neither of them felt like being generous.
Yeah, they tend to do that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I really dislike Endermen. They're kind of assholes.
Oh, I see a 3rd one.
Yeah, here's hoping, fingers crossed. Did it drop anything?
It just disappeared. Oh no, there it is.
Oh, did it? Did it drop? Did it drop?
It's not dead yet.
Oh, well, make it dead.
Okay, it is dead.
Did it drop?
It didn't look like it.
Damn! We could actually use 2 of those.
Good luck with the second one. I mean, I just want the first one to get the chunk loader.
Yeah, I want another one to see if I can get an ender pouch, which is just like an ender tank, or ender chest rather, but it's kind of like a combination ender chest and Redpower 2 crafting bag, or canvas bag even, in that it's an inventory that you can open up by just holding the pouch in your hand and right clicking, but it will also connect up to any ender chest that it shares a color scheme with.
Nice.
So we can be like mining, and you can just toss me all your ores and I'll toss them in the ender pouch and they'll automatically get smelted and made and
Awesome.
sorted.
If we have a quarry though, what are we going to be mining for?
Well, until we get the quarry, because we can't get the quarry until we have the power infrastructure set up.
Rain.
It is rain. Alright, well, I think that this is actually a pretty good cutting off point for this episode, so drills to the very rainy heavens, ladies and gentlemen. Drills to the heavens. Bye-bye.